Is it a Reg FD violation to talk to a Wall Street analyst, to talk to an analyst? Today on Zippy Point.
Quick Zips by Zippy Point.
Quick and dirty. I'm Brock Romanek. I'm a big fan of yous. So one of the reasons why Regulation FD was adopted 20 years ago in the year 2000 was that many securities analysts on Wall Street had direct access to CEOs in a way that few others did. Some analysts became rock stars both within the industries that they covered and out. They were super famous. They knew as much about what was going on inside some of these companies that they covered as anyone who worked within the company. They really had their ear to the ground. That's all changed now. When the SEC adopted Reg FD, the SEC warned companies quite strongly that there is a high level of risk if anyone from a company is talking to analysts about earnings guidance, anything of that nature, anything with numbers, anything material. As a result, private conversations between analysts and CEOs are pretty rare these days. Companies are still free to speak privately with analysts without triggering an FD violation, provided that the information is not material, or the analysts agree to keep the information confidential until the company publicly discloses the information and little time passes to let that information disseminate to the public. Usually one business day is enough if the company is widely followed. This doesn't really do the analysts much good given what they're paid to do, provide an advantage for those that pay them by predicting where a company's stock price is headed. So instead of prying information out of management, analysts work hard to piece together the story of how a company is really doing. The good analysts, the good ones, are able to do this quite well. So well that it can feel like the analyst paid someone to steal or even hack your information. How did they do that? How did they do that? The good analysts are smart people with quite a Rolodex. They have a lot of contacts. Plus, they're busy. They're talking to your customers. They're talking to your suppliers. They're talking to people that used to work for you. They're talking to your competitors. They're talking to everybody. They're piecing together their mosaic. Mosaic is a term of art in the FD world. So this is how Reg FD comes into play, and analysts may be missing just one or two minor pieces. Then they talk to someone at your company, and it all comes together for them by using something that sure doesn't look material by itself, but for their mosaic, that something enables them to pull it all together. So I've been using the term mosaic. Like I said, it's a term of art because that's a term that the SEC uses in the FD context, the mosaic theory, the little pieces that wind up being big pieces. In the SEC's Reg FD adopting release from the year 2000, the SEC noted that companies can disclose non-material information to analysts, even if the information happens to be just the last piece of the puzzle. But of course, the company is still at risk if the SEC finds out that that last little piece wasn't so little anymore. Instead, it was something material, something big, and you've committed a Reg FD violation. Hindsight is 2020. See my separate Vid-Guide about having private meetings with analysts and investors, a link to which is below. So learn more about common Reg FD situations that you might find yourself in by going to zippypoint.com or search YouTube with the hashtags of #RegFD, #ZippyPoint, and let me know what you think.